everyone, I'm Hannah Nordman for Hot Roster Now. You've made it through another full week, so it's time to kick back and relax. I'm going to be spending my weekend ignoring the fact that the time changes on Sunday and we'll be losing an hour of sweet, sweet sleep. But I'll also be spending my weekend watching some of the best matchups in the NBA and NHL. Friday night, two of hockey's most exciting players, Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby, meet on the ice for just the second time in their careers when the Oilers host the Penguins. Back in November in their first meeting, McDavid won the battle, tallying 3 assists, but the Penguins ultimately won the war with a 4-3 victory. Connor sits atop the NHL scoring leaders board with 74 points in 66 games, while Sid leads the league in goals with 34 in his 59 games. Both of their teams are holding down the third spot in their divisions and are jockeying for a bit of extra home ice come playoff time. And this one might actually be better watched from the couch or bar stool. Tickets start around $130 US on the secondary ticket market and are going for as much as $675 US in the lower bowl. Except for the one jabroni trying to get 5 G's for his tickets behind the net. Seriously, don't be that guy. Saturday, the Flames bring their 8-game win streak to Winnipeg, where the Jets have all but lost their glimmer of playoff hopes. This is Calgary's longest win streak since November 2005, which maxed out at the 8-win mark. And the Jets' biggest defensive weapon at the moment may just be the fact that it's currently minus 33 degrees Celsius with the wind chill in the peg. That's a bone-chilling minus 27 degrees Fahrenheit. With another blue line mainstay out indefinitely in Toby Enstrom, the Jets hope to stop the bleeding after a heated game against the Penguins Wednesday. Meanwhile, Calgary has plenty of guys to watch and pick if you see them show up on a hot roster card. Johnny Gaudreau had a huge 4-point night against the also streaking Habs Thursday and now has 13 points during the Flames' win streak. His line mate Sean Monahan has also been firing on all cylinders right along with him, so I'd look for both on Saturday's cards. Their goalie Brian Elliott is playing his best hockey of the season. His 5-0 shutout of Montreal was the first of his season, and he hasn't lost in regulation since February 13th. Just a side note, Calgary's franchise longest win streak sits at 10 games, set way back in 1978 when the team was located in Atlanta. So keep an eye on that win total should they keep on rolling. Now, if basketball is more your style, there's plenty going on Saturday to keep your eye on. The marquee matchup being the Warriors in San Antonio Saturday night. The best in the West are the only two teams to have clinched their playoff berths, and they're in very different situations right now. The Warriors will be less than 24 hours removed from a road game in Minnesota without their 8-time All-Star Kevin Durant. They've gone 2-3 since he went down, and first-place seeding is on the line, and you've got to think Golden State sees OKC in that 7th spot in their peripherals. Meanwhile, the Spurs look great despite their 9-game win streak being snapped Thursday night by OKC. Kawhi Leonard should still be picked on all hot roster cards you see him on. He's averaging 30.8 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 4 assists in the month of March. You can also look to Pau Gasol averaging over 14 points and 7 rebounds since returning from his hand injury 8 games ago. Finally, keep your eye on the Cavaliers. Not everything is so hot in Cleveland. The Cavs are just 5-5 since Kevin Love was sidelined, and Thursday night they matched their season-longest losing streak of 3 games. The Cavs are also down Andrew Bogut, and although J.R. Smith made his return to the lineup, he scored just 3 points, going 1 for 8 from deep. They're back in action Saturday night in Orlando, who play in Charlotte tonight, so this is a solid opportunity for Cleveland to get back on track heading down the stretch. Remember, we've got NBA, EPL, and NHL cards up on Hot Roster for you to play right now. And for those of you who don't know what Hot Roster is, check it out. Go to HotRoster.com, download the app, give it a try. It's like no other fantasy game you've ever played. And then for help winning the game, check out Hot Roster Today with Cam Stewart and Gary Thorne every weekday at 4:30 Eastern on the Fantasy Sports Network and 6:30 Eastern on Game TV. For Hot Roster Now, I'm Hannah Nordman.